could have been out, you know. And then you'd like to say woulda, coulda, shoulda, but you know, this is what it's facts. You know, we're only putting stuff out there that's facts. Now, Richard Hooker is here, and I know he just got done working, and it's bad in there, it's hot, you know. So when it's hot like that in the hub, it tends to go longer because people don't want to fall out in there. It gets bad.
You gotta take your time.
Oh yeah,
gotta take your time.
So I was basically, you know, scooting around a lot of stuff. I know we have some announcements like the show we're doing on Monday. Right. I was waiting for you to make the announcement.
You got your phone on you?
No, I don't. Oh. Yeah, I actually ran out the house this morning, and I got here, parked the car, and I was like, yeah,
okay, cool.
Yeah, it was one of those things, you know, you don't get that much sleep.
Yeah.
And, you know, I was out here campaigning last night at the air hub. I was out there till almost like 4 something in the morning.
Right.
So, a couple hours sleep, but that's a sacrifice you got to make, you know, for the people. I'm not doing it just for me. I'm doing it for everybody. And I talked to a lot of people, you know, and my flyers went flying out the window. So they all love them. You know, they grab them. They're very receptive to the information that I'm providing out there. They stop and listen. At one point, I had a huge crowd, and it's really good.
Right.
You know, because you just got to tell everybody what's going on.
Exactly.
And they don't know about the October 15th thing, and you tell them, and they're just like, wow.
Wow, right. So, everybody, it's good to see you guys. Everybody that's listening, we appreciate you, you know, listening in to South Philadelphia Community Radio, WOAM 92.9. As James was touching on earlier, you know, 6 weeks until nominations, and then 10 days afterwards is the beginning of the ballots being mailed. And, you know, it's only 20 days. That's all they're giving us. You know what I mean? Now, you know, to me, if you're talking about you want participation, then why would you suppress the days? You know, 20 days is not a lot. I mean, they didn't violate anything.
No.
But the thing about it is 20 days. That's all they're giving. So that lets you know how they're running. You know, they know that this is it. So, but they're trying to hold on to whatever they can. They're trying to make sure they can get somehow stay in office. But you know, it's not going to happen this time. And a lot of people threw out experience and this, that, and the other. But they threw it out in 2016.
Yep.
And more people voted against their leadership than for their leadership.
Yeah.
The only reason why they got back with all that experience that people want to talk about is because how the votes fell.
Yeah.
But if you collectively add the votes from the people that ran against them, there were more people that there were more people that voted against their leadership than for their leadership. It's going to be the same thing this time. We just have to make sure our people, our members, we have to make sure that they vote, because 37 slate votes is not a lot. It's not. And like I keep talking about. Let's go over this way here.
Yeah. Make it fit.
What you know, as we keep talking about is if all of us would have went into the individual voting count even, they would have lost 3 seats. And I found out, you know, actually Espo and Joni would have been tied. When there's a tie, they draw lots.
Oh, what's that?
It's like a straw.
Oh God!
Right. It's messed up. But check this out.
The best system.
But check this out.
Is that in the bottle?
Yeah, that's why I got it. But check this out.
Oh,
say if me and Shanahan is tied.
Yeah.
Now this is the kicker.
Tell me you got a duel.
No. They actually have to do a re-vote. But it's just
for you guys.
Right. It's
because
just
you guys are the head honchos.
Exactly.
Okay. I mean, that makes a little bit more sense, I guess.
John Straw. That's what you do when you want to see who go first. And
yeah, don't forget everybody, the What the Heck show this Sunday. What's up, Hector, with our brothers from Local 804. Them guys doing a phenomenal job. You know, that's the blueprint for anybody that wants to get in office and get in there. And from the very beginning, man, they've been just running.
Before you came in, I was preaching them.
It comes on. Matter of fact, I'm going to be on the show this Sunday. You guys tune in to the What the Heck show this Sunday. Around about, it starts from 3 to 5. I'm gonna try to get in there between like 4:15.
Yeah, I mean,
we're gonna talk about some things.
You guys are trendsetters. I mean,
yeah.
Before Hooker came in, I was talking about if everybody would have voted on the contract, we would have been at a stronger position than we are now.
Right.
And we could get what we want, and you guys proved that. So that's what makes us fight harder. Because
you got to.
if we keep fighting and we keep showing everybody that we're persistent and we're going forth, people are see that, wow, maybe something can happen. It gives people hope. It really does.
Right.
Because they go, wow, nothing has happened the last few times. I feel like my vote doesn't count. I don't think we're going to get anything. And we go, no, people have to vote.
Yeah.
Don't feel that way. Keep voting. Because if you don't vote, your voice isn't heard. And I told people all the time, I told them, listen, if you're fed up, coming to work every day and complaining about it,
you gotta vote like you're fed up.
Yeah, it's not going to help. Right. You got to put your voice on paper.
It's kind of we've been going in a positive direction lately, and change is not going to start from the top. Mm-hmm. It's going to start from the bottom up. Mm-hmm. You got to get to the top by breaking down this foundation. Right. And all these locals, all these hyper locals who've been voted out, and we're slowly but surely going to take this union back. And I know a lot of people. I listened to the show on my way over, and I know when we was talking about the other slates and all that stuff coming out. Uh-huh. I wouldn't worry about that, because like Rich was saying, like in 804, the last 2 elections they had 4 slates, and both times the incumbents lost. Yeah. So as long as you vote.
Right, don't matter.
It doesn't matter if it's 100.
Like Dave Garrett said it best. Dave Garrett said it best. He said, it doesn't matter how many slates run, it's how many people who vote.
Exactly.
That's right, yeah.
That's it. I mean, the slates don't matter. It's the people who vote that matter.
And
that's the
obstacles basically coming forth over and over. We just got to hurdle over them. That's what we do.
That's what we've been doing.
Comes out, we hurdle over everything.
When we first started this thing, about 4 or 5 years ago, the message that we was talking about was change.
Yeah.
It wasn't about a title or position or this, that. It was about change. And we have actually been doing that. If you guys pay attention, I'm going to walk you through it real quick. Now, and when did George retire? 16, right? No. 15?
It was 16. It was
like 15.
Right.
Because I just became full-time.
No, it was 16 before you could retire right before the election.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
right before the election.
I just became full-time and he left.
So now, and I want y'all to really pay attention to what I'm about to tell you guys. Like I said, when we first started this thing, the whole thing was about change. That's what it was about. So we got in there, we started making some moves, went to the convention, did all that kind of stuff, campaign, we did all we could, and we came up just short. But before that, George retired, right? Now he wouldn't have retired if we weren't doing nothing.
If he didn't feel the pressure,
right? He wouldn't have retired.
No.
So now, guess what? This time we ran. Billy Marsh retired. Billy Marsh told me one time. He said, "Hooker, I would retire if I let you beat me." He retired.
Now, think about what you just said.
That's huge, man.
Think about what you just said just now. He said he will retire before he lets you beat him.
He retired.
He retired.
Kevin Malley quit, stepped down, or whatever you want to call it.
Right now, if you go in depth with the Kevin Malley situation, I think he's something about he had to be a VA for a certain amount of time to keep his retiree insurance.
Yeah, it's something with after they've been in office for so long, they got to come back in the building and do like a year or something.
No, it was 5.
Right, it was 5?
Yeah, no, what happened, if he's not a BA for 10 years and he lose the election, he had to go work for 5.
Oh.
If you're out of it for more than 3 years.
Right.
So instead of being out of it for more than 3 or something like that, he chose to go driving for a year. So now he has his retiree benefit. So he can walk away now free and fully.
But would he have done that if we weren't doing anything?
No.
Absolutely not. Whartonby quit.
What did he do?
He quit.
Oh, he quit.
So all these changes indirectly were made because of what we've been pushing.
Now, let's go into this Whartonby thing a little bit. Now, I'm going to compare Whartonby to Jumbo. Now, everybody know the board don't like Jumbo because he stands up to them.
Yeah.
And out of all the stuff they've done to him, he never quit.
Yeah.
So who can you put your livelihood in the hands of somebody who's going to quit on you, or you gonna put your livelihood in somebody's hands who stands up, goes into the fire, and walks out still
when you put it in perspective like that, okay, do you want somebody that's going to fight for you that can't fight for themselves?
And no matter of fact,
I mean,
let's talk about that a little bit.
I mean, that's how I see
No,
it. Because if you break it down, if you get something like that, going.
Let's talk about now.
All right.
You want to talk about now? It was so much stuff that was supposed to be said at the meeting.
It ain't working?
Yeah, hold it.
There was so much stuff that was supposed to be said at the meeting. When Wortby first left, he was supposed to come down there and tell a story about what's going to happen. So,
Cool.
so we gets down there, and I asked the question. I forget the question, but I asked about why he wasn't on the board no more. and Shanahan said, "Well, why don't you ask Wortby?" I turn around, he's standing behind me. So he comes over, whispering in my ear, like, "Dude, why am I?" He wants me to ask the questions in the meeting, and you right there. How can you run for principal officer and you can't tell people what's going on yourself?
Listen, I remember that meeting like it was yesterday, because I don't know if you called me, Hook, or somebody told me, like, the meeting's going to be really serious.
Right, that's what he was saying. That's what he was telling everybody.
Really? I was like, it's going to be. I was like, well, I was going to come anyway. I was like, but now I want to come, maybe with some popcorn and sit back and watch.
That's what I thought too.
So I come and I watch. I go to the meeting, and brother's outside handing out paperwork.
Exactly. Right.
I'm like, oh, okay. So this may be like a little schematic,
right.
A little play. Okay, prep me for what's going on. And I read the paperwork that was going on, and I understood it. I mean, I thought it was kind of crappy what happened.
Yeah, it was messed up. Yeah.
And we all understand that. Now, you get inside the thing, you have a meeting, and the members are hitting with the questions, and he's standing in the corner, arms folded, leaning against the wall. And I'm like, yes, I'm waiting for him to
I was too, man.
hop like a tiger, or a lion on a gazelle, and you're just like, wow.
You know what? Take this in perspective.
Yeah.
Check this out. Take this in perspective. Now, everybody, like you said, you came down to that meeting because you thought there was going to be some fireworks and all that.
Amongst other things.
Yeah. Because you thought some stuff was going on.
Right, after what we heard, yeah.
Now,
we all love Jerry Springer.
Yeah. But even though people thought that it was going to be some fireworks down there, they thought he was going to come and tell a story, not many people really showed up.
Yeah.
Now, take that in comparison to the bylaw meeting. Standing room only. You know what I'm saying? So that's what, this is what, see, we gave people a reason to come down there because we showed that we were fighting for them. And we didn't get no praise for it. Instead of getting praise for it, the BA stands up and says, and pretty much chastises the members.
For coming out to the meeting.
He says, oh yeah, y'all want to
come out for this.
Yeah. So instead of you saying, I'm glad to see everybody, you chastising the membership.
But you know what?
But you don't even let them in.
And the thing is, you got people work all night long and got to stand outside.
Look, I'm gonna let you know that, like this right now, guys. It might get ugly next meeting because I'm gonna be coming there with my mother. My mother's a member. She's a new member. Now, I'm an alternate, so I gotta come early for the meeting. Are they not gonna let my mom in?
No, she'll be.
All right. I'm just saying. Like I told my mom, I was like, Mom, you're coming. I was like, you're gonna be there. I was like, you want to see the hall? I'll take you with me. And we're going to see everything. I was like, but if you come, you're going to be here early. If they choose not to let you in, I was like, to me, I'm going to have an issue. And I'm going to be probably real ugly about it because I'm like, we're all members. We pay. We're union paying members. We should be in here.
Even if that's your mom.
I mean, yeah, seriously.
That Trump, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that trumps everything. But you got to understand, I'm going to stand up for her as my mother and as a member.
Yeah.
Because if it was just a friend saying, hey, I need a ride, you want to get there early? Yeah, but I'm going to be like, listen, you need to come in too.
Right.
But you know what, though? It is... They don't treat the hall like we belong there, because like Jumbo goes there early, puts his sign stuff out. They won't let him go in and go to the bathroom, and he's on the board. And so you call the hall, can't get an answer.
Yeah.
You don't get a call back. I mean, they treat that hall like we don't even deserve to be there. So for me as a member, if I work all night and I come down,
membership.
And I come down like, dude, y'all can't let me in.
Yeah.
And like I said, like we had a member who went to the hall because he had issues, and he couldn't even get in. He couldn't even get in there.
Mm-hmm. So it's crazy when you think about it. And then, so I've been saying a lot of stuff's been going on. I know one of the things going on is that we're being approached more. I know I'm being approached more by other people. I'm being approached by people running against me. I'm being approached by people that are supporting me, and it feels good, And the people that are running against me, they're coming to me and they're being straightforward, which is understandable. But I'm not going to sit here and cower. I'm going to talk back, and I'm going to not fight. But if you're going to fight verbally, I'm going to stand up for myself.
That to me shows fear. When somebody come and they try to knock you down or knock you off of your pedestal, it showed that it's like people will say something about you and fear what you have, or like it can be jealousy. They'll talk about you just to make themselves look good or feel good.
Yeah.
So that shows fear.
So basically, I have to kind of retract the statement, but I'm going to put in perspective what was told to me. So I said that Unity, the people in office, are not telling anybody about this $50 thing for the members. So you figure they come into a meeting, they have a year to go to a meeting, one meeting. After the meeting, there's a seminar. After the seminar, they get their name checked off, and a $50 check gets mailed to them. So I'm saying nobody's telling them nothing, because how many times have you been campaigning and telling somebody, and somebody goes, "Oh, I know," and it's not like that. I think I found somebody last night that said they knew. Right. I was like, "Oh, okay," because their year was up, and I let them know, and they said that Izzy told them that they could come to the meeting.
Right.
I said, "Okay," because you got that vacation, maybe they'll let that slide. So I'm just telling people, listen, just come and you talk. But I'm being told, because I was approached, that they do tell people that they hold, I guess, a meeting on Mondays on specific shifts, and they tell members. So it's certain shifts, certain areas that they are telling them. I think it's twilight, midnight, building shift, some hub areas, but it's not everybody. So it's not, they're picking and choosing. I don't know. But it's being told to members, just not all the members, because I think it was told that it was my job to tell people, your job to tell people.
You know what though?
Yeah. But I mean, it is. I mean, to an extent, it is everybody's job to tell what's going on.
Here's the thing: as a principal officer, it's your duty to put the information out there. So you at the shop store meeting, tell the stores. We didn't know. So if at the shop store meetings you tell the stewards can go tell the members, and it's a trickle-down effect.
Yeah.
We didn't even know.
Yeah, that was bad.
It's crazy, because after I got done speaking with this member, I went and I was telling one of my co-workers, who is a veteran of the company for 26 plus years and very knowledgeable of the contracts, had no clue about it. Now, that tells me a lot, because it just proves my point even more. It's like, come on, the person is very active, goes to the union meetings, and still doesn't know.
That
that's
never
scary.
came up.
Exactly. So,
yeah, when they put it in, I like I said, we didn't even know. I didn't even know it was in there until I don't even know how I found out.
I found out through Reggie. One day I was talking to somebody outside.
I don't even know how it happened.
I don't remember, but I haven't missed a union meeting in the last almost 2 years. So not one time has it came up. You know what else? I'm gonna ask you guys something.
Okay.
Now we all stewards now, right?
Yes.
The bonus grievance was in arbitration for 2-3 years now.
Yeah.
What's going on?
They said they were waiting last time we went to the meeting.
But you know what,
remember?
though? This is my problem with that. This is my whole problem with the whole thing.
You can commit a murder and be tried before this.
Right. This is my problem with the whole bonus thing. Now, Clarence, you was there.
Yes, I was. I know exactly what you're
We
going to say.
asked the question. Why all of the members not getting it? Well, at least the part-timers. Why they not getting it? I mean, we asked Shanahan, do you see a problem with that? Shanahan said, no, man, I don't see.
What's going on, Jalen?
He said, I don't see a problem with them getting a bonus.
That's what he said.
But then you put a grievance in to fight it.
No, see, here's the thing. This is a typical Shanahan. All you got to do is put Shanahan moves in perspective. This is a typical Shanahan move. When he was asked the question, because it's not in the union book, he can't answer it. So because it's not in the union book, he can't think outside the book. So he has no answer. So he's taken off guard by it. So then as time goes on, and the pressure's put on by the members and us, now you got to now you got to do something different, acting like you're doing something.
Yeah.
So that's a typical Shanahan move. Just like when he said 6 out of 7 agreed.
Man, you know what?
Then
man,
the following month, he
that
flipped
right
it
there
again.
is so. It's, and the thing about it is, they made it the whole summer meetings about that.
Yeah.
And we're trying to find out about our contract. We're trying to find out how we're going to take care of
the
family.
reason you're having the meetings is for the contract.
Right.
And
We're
this
trying
is
to
being
find
thrown
out,
there.
you know, why the harassment language is so vague and all these types of things. And then we're trying to find out where the $6 million come from. What's going on with that? Oh well, 6 out of 7 Jumbo was there. It was so bad. I don't know if you know this. I think you heard me say this. It was so bad one time that one of our members had called out to the hall, was asking about the $6 million, right? And she was putting them on him so bad. You know what the answer was?
What's that?
Well, Jumbo agreed to it.
Oh, yeah, I remember you telling me
You
that.
remember that?
Yeah, I remember
Right.
you telling me that.
That was the answer.
Yeah.
I mean, she was like, "Yo, man, why y'all didn't tell us?
Yeah.
Yo, what's going on?
Yeah, I remember
you know,
that.
Then she said, then they said, well, Jumbo agreed to it. And you know what she said? Well, she said, I ain't got nothing to do with that. I'm asking you.
Yeah, it's like he's the voice of the people, and they try to throw him under the bus. So that's what the scary thing is with that, because they want to hurt. They want to hurt the members some type of way and deflect it at the same time.
Shanahan move.
Hey, listen.
That was so bad, because I'm like, yo, I didn't come down. I love Jumbo, but I ain't come down here to hear. He
Yeah.
wrote it today, and then tomorrow he switched up, and
You
then.
know what? Put this in
It's
perspective.
scary
You
because-
can actually put this in perspective. When we came home from the convention, the whole thing about the whole thing he talked about doing the
yeah.
we talk about the money.
Man, that
all
was
he
messed
talked
up.
about was how much it cost and how much.
They ain't talk about the resolutions that we passed.
No.
They wasn't there.
They didn't talk about that.
Right.
No, actually, they didn't know. And
Because they wasn't there. Right, right.
But Jumbo, remember Jumbo asked you what was going on at the meeting? But you got put.
Listen.
When he was going over the finances, he said, "Oh, the election cost this and
Right.
this cost that."
Right.
But how much does it cost to send a BA to the meetings and the DNBC meetings?
Man,
How much does that cost?
That the cell phone,
they-
the cell phone
they
cost,
was,
and this, that, and the third. Like, oh, that's not, Joanne. Was that Joan Miller, right? Was that she was?
Yeah,
the
she
one,
was asking about
She was
it,
the one
right.
that she's on that like white on rice. And let me tell you something. I know a lot because of her. And she's like, she asked for explanations of everything. Now, I mean, it's funny because especially like when you're at these meetings and the people in office, you're supposed to be, unbiased. You're not supposed to like treat people differently.
Yeah.
But I remember being in a meeting, and you'll remember this.
No, I know
You
exactly
probably
what you're about to
say.
say.
Clarence was sitting in front of me, and I'm sitting behind Clarence, and Clarence got his hand up because he wants to say something. Let me tell you something. When I say Shanahan picked everybody but him, he did. He picked people with their hands that weren't up, that maybe nodded or winked at him, whatever. And then all of a sudden, he answered my question, and then it went around again, and Clarence is just sitting there like he's not picking me, and is on purpose. So I raised my hand again real quick, and he's like, Romeo, what do you want? I was like, I want to give my question to Clarence because you're not answering his question. I'm like, his hand's been up clearly for a while now, and you want to skip that. I don't want that. And I don't want it was blatant.
Yeah.
And it's scary because when you're sitting there and you see that, you don't want to be in that. I mean, because it makes things awkward with the members. It's like being at a party or a Christmas party, and you have that one family member that everybody hates, but they're trying to sit there and talk to you, and you're trying to play it off. And it's scary with that because you don't want that in your membership. You really don't, and you don't want it so blatantly out there.
You know what? I'm going to say this, and I try to keep people's names out of it. I'm going to say this anyway.
Come on, man. Don't do it, man.
I'm not going to say no names.
All right, there you go.
I'm not going to say no names.
Okay.
I know where you're going.
But what I'm trying to say is, what you just said struck a chord with me, because if you're a principal officer, whether I like you or not, I got to fight for you.
Exactly.
I got to answer your questions.
Yep.
I got to talk to you. And for you to say that he's biased, I can kind of understand why this person. I can kind of understand why this person told us that he didn't want to be affiliated with us because he would lose the backing of Shanahan. But to me, it's not about Shanahan backing me. because I don't work for Shanahan. I don't care what he thinks about me. I care about what the members think, and I care about helping them out. So if you're not going to back me while I'm fighting for the membership because you have a problem with me, you just don't need to be in that position at all. That you shouldn't be there.
Yeah.
All right, good people. On the other side of this break, we're gonna come back. We're gonna talk about our special show that we have on Monday. Also, I was on the way over here. I probably mentioned it on the air while we off because I can't mention it on the air. So on Facebook Live, you guys will probably hear it. Something I came up with. I was driving over here. We'll talk about that too. Also, make sure you guys go on the trip on Sunday if you didn't get your tickets on the trip to Clementon Park. So again, this is WOM 92.9 South Philadelphia Community Radio. We'll be right back.
They can't get their tickets.
Wow.
Somebody came up to me last night. How do I get tickets? I've been trying to get tickets and I don't know how to get them.
That's
My
because
fault.
you can't call.
I said call the hall, and they were like, "We've been trying."
All right, so real quick, y'all. Everybody that's watching Facebook Live, this is something I was thinking about. Now on Monday's show is going to be really very, very important that everybody watches and tune into. We have a visual statement that we want to make, and if you guys can get it when you see it, what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you guys a $25 gift card to Wawa. All right, so but you got to watch the show. Call in and ask the questions. Everything is built for you guys to call in, the number and everything. So, but you got to get it when you see it. You know, it's not going to be hard. It's just a visual statement that we're trying to make. So, make sure you watch the show on Monday, 5 o'clock on the station is 106.5 WPPM. Yeah, Labor Justice Radio. Downtown, so make sure you guys watch that show. All right, very, very, very important. Oh man, my knee, y'all.
Knees. I forget I was talking and the thing fell out, and I couldn't get it back in. I was like, oh my god, that thing is rough. I was like, oh my god, I'm talking to the mic like, oh my god.
Yo, what you said, that makes a lot of sense.
Which one? I say so much
But
stuff.
the being afraid. Yeah, but you shouldn't have to be afraid that they're not going to back you. That should never have to happen.
Never.
All right, good people, we back. Thank you for tuning in to WOOM 92.9 South
Right.
Philadelphia Community Radio, giving you another live edition of the 623 Lives Matter show. Before we went to the break, we was talking about the Clementon Park trip on Sunday, August 25th. If you guys didn't get any tickets, call 215-289-0580. That's 215-289-0580. The union is sponsoring the trip. You guys pay your dues. Well, I take that back. You guys are sponsoring the trip because it's your dues money. So make sure you take advantage of it. So again, don't forget this upcoming Monday also. Monday. We have the Labor Justice Radio show that we're doing, and you guys gotta watch it. You gotta watch it because it's going to be very, very good. And on Sunday, we're going to be a host on the What the Heck show. Our brothers doing Local 804. They do it every Sunday from 3 to 5. What you want to do is, if you don't have the Mixer app, download that app. It's internet radio. You'll be able to listen to it live. We'll be talking about our election, among other things. So, fellas, we got 6 weeks, man, to the nominations. And then 10 days after that, it's go time. It's go time, man. It's go time now.
Now I've been basically doing simple mathematics, and I said it a couple times in here. And if you missed it, I'll bring it up again. Sorry for being repetitious, but guess what? We have to be because some people miss it, some people don't understand, and guess what? I'm here to tell you again. The simple mathematics of the thing is it takes 3 to 5 business days to get it out. Right? Right or wrong? Okay. So you figure.
It's your territory.
Yeah.
The number.
Yeah, so basically, if everything that they get the ballots and they ship them out the 15th, 3 to 5 business days to get it. So you can talk about the 20th would be the latest. You'll get it. Then you get it right away. Check it off, send it back. 3 to 5 business days to come back. So you talk about the 25th. So in the idealistic world, everybody got.
Come on, Terry.
What's up, Terry?
She's in LA.
In the idealistic world, everybody gets their ballots on time, votes, sends it back, and the hall has everybody's ballots by the 25th of October. We all know it's not going to happen that way. Because
Right.
if you don't get your ballots by the 22nd, you got to call.
Right.
So now you got to call, take the same 10 days. Talk about 10 days there. Now you're going into November.
Right.
So you're going to be super cutting it close. And that's why we're telling everybody, listen, we have a little turnaround, 20 days.
But I'm gonna be honest though, when the ballot, they come out pretty quick. They don't take that long. Like when they go out, you get them like the next day. Like they go out the 15th.
Yeah.
You'll get them like the 16th, 17th.
Just ballpark
You know
it
what I
because
mean?
we know what's going on.
Yeah.
And, you know.
But I just, it's 20 days, man, and that's the
It's not a
part
lot.
that drives me crazy. I mean, I have to say it because I don't want to say like they're doing anything wrong, because by the bylaws they just
It's
give
right.
us the minimum amount of time.
Hey.
I mean, why not give us 3 weeks? I mean, what's another day?
You know, the reason is they're counting on people not to vote.
Exactly.
If you know what happened last time,
Yeah.
under 1,000 people voted.
Yes.
And we have almost 5,000, if not more, members. So we might have even more now that are eligible to vote because they're hiring so much.
Right.
So now, with more time, last time, under 1,000 people voted. What do you think is going to happen this time with less time? And everybody is like still flip floppers out there that don't know who they're going to vote for,
Right.
and they're waiting, and they want to see everybody who's coming out, and put all the eggs in a basket and just say, okay, I'm going to vote for that one
Right.
because I know what they said. But it's getting close, and we kind of don't have the time for that now.
I mean, at this point, I mean, I don't know.
What's up, brother?
What else people need to see. I think
Yeah.
just look at the work of
Love you,
everybody that's planning on running. Just look at the work. I mean, let's start with our incumbents. Over the last few years, what has happened to the local?
Right.
I mean, we got another bad contract.
Ooh.
We didn't get anything in the supplement. Nothing. All those things we sent in for them to go over and this, that, and the other. We didn't get anything.
Well, we got to keep our 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 retirement fund, right?
Yeah, but the thing about it is the way they gave it to us. We don't even know.
Scare tactic.
Right? How do we know? How do we know it was $6 million? We don't know. They ain't give us no paper, no anything.
We got to keep our pension to scare tactic.
And I'm gonna tell y'all something. These are the 3 things they're gonna. This is how they're gonna base their whole campaign.
All right, I'm listening.
We saved the pension.
Uh-oh.
That's gonna be their #1 issue.
Wasn't that 2 contracts ago?
But the thing is, how you gonna tell me you saved the pension?
And we don't know it was.
But we don't.
Right.
You
You
ain't telling me.
saved the
two.
pensions and you dropped the mic on the last meeting and saying we're in trouble.
#2, experience. They're gonna use that.
For what now? I mean,
But it didn't work. It didn't work in 2016
well,
either.
it worked because they won.
Well, I'm talking about the people voting against them.
Ah.
If you look at just the votes, just the people that voted,
Yeah.
it was more people that voted against them.
Yeah, 'cause
Now the way the votes fell, they got
Yeah.
able to stay in
Yeah,
there.
that's right.
But more people voted against them last time.
But the problem with the experience thing, it only worked somewhat because of the contract. Now that contract's not there, they can't
You
leverage
know what?
it.
A lot of people I talked to said that they voted for them
Because of the contract.
I heard people
Right,
say that too.
same
but,
thing.
But now you got to understand, you're going to be in office for 3 years if you win, and the contract year is on the 4th year. So you're going to have to run again and win again to actually be a
Prove that
part of the
contract.
contract.
Right.
So that is irrelevant now. So now,
is.
so next, 0 for 2 here. What's the third one?
Panel.
Hmm?
Panel.
What about the panel?
They're going to be like, oh man, they never been to panel. Panel.
So that might be the biggest thing, but the whole thing is, but
you know what, Romeo?
It's
I
not
get that
big.
part, but this is the thing, though. This is the thing.
because I did hear that from people.
Oh yeah, they're gonna talk.
Because they said something about the new labor people being bulldogs and lawyers.
But
and stuff like that.
but here's the thing. Here's what people don't understand. Me and Rich have done hearings with
Yeah,
actually the lay people now.
yeah.
No. Let's put this in perspective.
Okay,
The new guy Cameron,
okay.
labor manager. Right now he hates my guts because I stood up. He didn't pay a grievance on time. Me, Rich, Terry Lewis, Will Smith, and he pulled me in. And I thought it was supposed to be a hearing, but it wasn't a hearing. It was just a talk with. Said, well, it was a rookie mistake, blah 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 blah, and I didn't go for it. So my thing is, he's not the first labor manager I stood up to.
No,
Me and Rich did a hearing with Mike Clayton, who was he isn't a lawyer. He is a lawyer.
yeah.
And Billy Morris was there.
Yeah,
Shanahan was there.
and George.
George was there. And we did the hearing. And we the one. And the thing about it, George sat there, and
Oh, no.
all he could do was smile because he knew we was busting him up.
Question.
What
So
is that? What is the question?
He said, have you heard anything about the bank account that had money stolen from it? Did you hear any information?
No, we ain't know about
you
that.
know what? You're right, Jill. We ain't. So you talk about experience. The experience that you got it. Somebody stole $50,000 from us, and we don't know if we got it back or not. We got $6 million deficit. We don't know why we got a deficit.
I mean, the scary thing about that is that wasn't that the last meeting they said something?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you say something like that, and then go on vacation. Like, you shut down the union meetings. Isn't that like something serious?
Yeah,
Or you should like open up for one more like a quick meeting. Hey guys, we got some information.
Or mail a letter say, hey, we found the money. This is what's going on. This is what's happening.
But
something, yeah, there should have been something done.
It's scary going to work and you don't really know too much, and that's being dropped on you, and you're just like, uh-oh.
What's scary is computers came out 15, 20 years ago, and they haven't caught up yet. So
yeah, he was supposed to get fired today.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. You know what?
Why now?
Rumor has it.
Yeah, he was fired.
Rumor has it. Supervisors put the rumors out that they walked me out. They didn't.
For what?
Because
it was bad up there.
And the thing is, like I said, I stood up to the supervisors. They were wrong, and that's true.
That was all.
But long story short, nothing happened.
Yeah, that's amazing.
But like I said,
you heard it here first. Nothing happened.
No, nothing happened. and nobody saved my job. I did it myself.
How about that?
But anyway, like the age of the internet.
Anyway.
This is the age of information. You can get the information out there if you choose to.
Yeah.
And they have a website. It's 100 ways you can get the information out there. And right now, we don't know. We honestly don't know.
Yeah, but like I was saying, though, those are going to be their top three things.
So you got
save the pension, their experience, and panel. That's what they're going to be banking.
So it seems to me that that's 0 for 3, because if we can handle all three of them, which I know we are more than able to handle,
but at least we know the panel and the experience part. More they was using that again last time, and more people voted against them anyway. So this time it's not going to work either. You know what I'm saying? But
I hope everybody, when they vote for 623 Lace Mandersley, is drinking out that yellow bottle. I'm just saying, because we paid for that anyway.
Yeah, we did. So I want to touch base on some of the things that I want to give you guys nuggets. I just want to keep talking about incumbents and UPS. I want to talk about some of the things that we continue to do and plan on doing into the future. Now, we have to do more organizing of our members. I was talking to a teacher that came down over here. We had did some work together out in LA. She was talking about if a union doesn't organize its members, the union, that local, that union is not going to win. And there's so many things that in our local that we can organize around. And the local we did at the top of the year with the bylaw amendment. Now we got something that we are fortunate enough to get elected in, which I believe we will be. Gotta fight the company. We gotta go on the offense. But the only way we can do that, we have to organize our members and let them know, listen, this is how it's going to be when we get in office.
Yeah.
This is how it's going to be.
You can take it a step further than that. When we was at Oregon Avenue, me, you, Expo, we sent a group of employees in the parking lot. We went over to them, and we just talked to them.
Like they were human.
And the thing about it, the stuff we were saying, their eyes opened up so wide because they didn't know. They didn't know that they can put a grievance in for suits working. They didn't know
it's scary,
they could put seniority grievances in.
Right.
So, like I said, organizing the membership, getting them the knowledge to know stuff. But that's the thing, Shanahan doesn't.
That's how we beat UPS.
Right.
Yeah,
that's how we. We talk about Shanahan, but the ultimate reality is we gotta stop UPS from doing what they've been doing to us for the last how long?
I told somebody last night, because they were like, why are you doing this again? Because I get asked that question, why are you doing this? And I go, to educate the members. That's one of the main reasons why I'm doing this, because I know how it feels to be a member that's uneducated with the system, and that's what I'm saying, I want to be educated with the system, and I want all the members to be educated. But I want to tell people, look, I'm here. I'm a member. I just got done working, and I'm out here on my time to educate you with information that I had. And they all just looked at me, and they came over. I had a crowd, and I'm like, listen, you might not, I might not know every member's name when I get in office. I was like, but I can make sure that you will know mine.
But
and you will see my face, you would know me, and you would know a little bit of information. And it's really hard because, I talked to an 18-year vet last night. I was telling you guys, I was saying earlier, didn't know that every third Saturday of the month, during when they hold their meetings, he didn't know that that's how they hold their meetings. He didn't know at all, like the schematic. And I was like, oh, okay. And then we were talking about like BA. He didn't know what BA meant. He didn't know none of that stuff. And I was like, wow. I mean, it's not that, you blame the member. You can't blame the member because the members should know, and wanting to know. Like I had a member tell me last night, if they want to know, they'll get the information. It's posted in here. I'm like, I don't see the information posted in here.
Nothing posted in
I was like, you really got to be like almost like a Spectre Gadget to find information.
Even if you go on their website,
It's
nothing
scarce.
It has their name and what position they have.
Yeah.
But it doesn't say the BA for what area
and stuff like that. Yeah.
So there's nothing in the hub that says who the BA is. There's nothing for any. Hey, you got my vote, Joe. There's nothing that educates the member. Like I said, some members should know. But the thing is, like we said about the bylaw amendment meeting, you give people the reason to come out. You give people the reason to want to know things. Then people will react to that.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah.
When it comes,
no, not me, eh?
When it comes down to it, we all have to understand that you're paying for a service, and you want to be provided a service.
Hold on real quick, y'all.
Wait,
this guy real quick. Let me see.
See, we're going to patch one of our members in.
Let's see where it's at.
We're doing a live feed also when we're on the radio, so we're always multitasking because the members sometimes can't get on the radio and can't get it, and so they like our little live feeds because it replays also. So hashtag 623 Lives Matter on Facebook if you guys are interested for more information. Now, it's like I was preaching earlier. You have to.
I don't know, Joe. You gotta.
You have to want to know the information, but it has to be available.
But here's the thing.
Yeah.
If you take it a step further, they don't know where to get the information.
If you don't know where to get the information, how to get the information, it gets to be scary because it's like it should be available. Like I said, at Cornerstone, when our new hires come in, they should be able to get information from us, and we have the right to give them information, but they get more information from our local.
But
not for our local, from UPS. They give them information. And basically they're not going to talk us up.
And you know what? It's funny you said that. I do a lot of research online, right? And if you go on just UPS and all this stuff, right, to the Chesapeake region, which is our region, there's a lot of our members who do a lot of stuff with UPS. They do a lot of stuff. And if you ask our members, we need you to come out to a rally, come to a meeting, they won't do it. And the reason is because they feel more connected. They feel more connected with the company than they do with the members. I mean, with us. And that's a shame because if we are supposed to be a brotherhood, you should feel more connected to us than the company.
Hey, I mean, listen.
You should.
But here's the thing. Think about it. When you're hired, there's no union presence. So the first people you meet and greet are the management.
But I'm talking about the people I see are people been here longer than you and I.
But that's the thing. Like, people don't know where to go for the information because it is not readily available.
Right.
Like in today's age, there's no reason not to have a website. There's no reason why you can't go on Local 623 and pull up all types of information.
Well, yeah. Like, for example, I'm gonna give y'all an example. Check this out. Check this out. Now, you know how we feel about Dennis Taylor, right? And how he just jacked this contract up, right?
Right.
Go to his local webpage. Man, they got all kind of information. I mean, it looks like it's a well-oiled machine.
Hey.
You go to ours, man, they just fixed the pictures.
You know what?
You know what I'm saying? And you can't really get no information off of there.
Actually, there is no information on that site. Like, I think it's a couple
Well, guess
files
what? In
and
6
stuff.
weeks,
Really
that's
nothing
going
on
to
there.
change.
Yeah, I told one of our brothers who watch our show, I said, man, go to our website. I said, he went there, man, he just started cracking up. He said, man, how can y'all operate like this? He said, what if I need to do something, I need to know something real quick, and I can't get in contact with the BA, I can go to the website and find out. I said, you see what we got?
Yeah.
You know, you should be able to.
You want bare minimum. That's that.
That's what they give.
Bare minimum.
You should be able to find out where you're like stuff like seniority.
I mean,
yeah.
You should be able to call up.
Absolutely.
Where's my name? Where exactly am I having seniority?
I mean, we got to put in perspective that these people have been in there before internet got famous, right?
Yeah,
Over 20 years.
Yeah, the core group of them guys been in there together for at least about 2 decades.
So you figure a bit over 2 decades now. You know, internet really wasn't as big as it is now, so people don't understand that.
But here's the thing. But let's take it a step further. But here's the thing. I'm not going to use that as an excuse because cell phones ain't been out that long either.
And they got them.
Yeah, they ain't. So you got cell phones, don't they?
Yeah, we heard during the meeting. Cell phone bill.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
So that's not too much of an excuse.
I don't know. I was kind of reaching for something. You know, I was like, hey guys, you know.
Yeah, but you know, like I was saying earlier, you know, some of the things that we have to do, like I said, if we are fortunate enough to win, is build. Number one, we got to reach out to the members, organize them, so when we do fight against a company and go on the offensive,
they're knowledgeable.
Right, they'll know what's going on. Number two, we gotta have a union presence in our building.
Absolutely.
They have to know that we are there, even if we're not there. They need to know that I better not do this, because if I do, I know I'm gonna have some consequences and repercussions if I do this.
And it's not just for self-gratification either. It's because we're there for the members.
Right.
And I'm gonna tie that all together. You can tie it all together this way. If more members knew the contract and knew what they can and can't do, that alone is union presence.
Yeah.
That alone. So even if the BA's not there, something goes on, and you know, like, you can't do this, or you can do this.
Right.
The more people that know, the stronger we become.
And then all the problems that arise can be handled on the shop floor.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta think about it. Sometimes a shop steward isn't needed if you know what's going on. You can actually handle it yourself if you're knowledgeable, and it don't have to get escalated. I mean, right or wrong.
Yeah.
Hey, Daryl, she's getting better. Now, I'll tell him that you asked about him.
Now, if you don't know stuff, that's how it escalates. You know, because you don't know how to react and counteract, the person that's coming at you, the management that's talking to you. So you're basically setting up the membership for winning, and that's the whole thing. And, it's not like, hey, you don't need me, you don't need a shop steward. No, you're going to need one.
Yeah.
But you can handle yourself in a manner where you might not need it escalated that way eventually, in time, But if it consists and it keeps going, you get the shop steward involved. You know what I mean? It's not big stuff, little stuff, Especially how somebody talks to you and stuff like that. You can always cut that out and listen, you can't do that. And if you start quoting the union book, Article 37, harassment, leave me alone, I will put paperwork in. Whoa. I've seen supervisors step back like, whoa, he knows his stuff, and they go another direction.
And you know what? It's funny. This happened a couple years ago. I had a guy, we was talking, he didn't get his vacation checks. And he was supposed to have got them, and he didn't get them. So I told him where it was at in the book. And I said, this is what we're going to hit him with. And this is what's going to happen. And he said, all right, bet. So we go in there, talk to the full-time soup, say, here go agreements. My man didn't get his pay. This is what's going to happen. He's like, yo. And at that moment, the member started speaking up. And then the manager's like, oh, what's going on here? He didn't used to do that.
Yep. That's the thing.
And that's what you want.
It's the scariest thing to management when the member is knowledgeable. Because I've been in grievances with Clarence, and Clarence didn't have to say a word, and I spoke up for myself. And Clarence would look at me like, all right, And then there's times where I was in there with Clarence, and Clarence had to speak up because it was getting out of hand what they were saying.
Exactly.
But that's what you want.
Exactly.
Yeah, what that does is, the more the member knows, the steward is there to reinforce them.
Right.
And the BAs are there to reinforce everybody.
Right.
Exactly.
So we all back each other up.
Exactly.
It's just one big.
Exactly.
And another big example of what we're talking about, Ivory Minkins. We was talking about that this morning at
Oh, most definitely,
at
Reggie.
lunch.
Yeah,
Most definitely.
I'd be definitely into doing that. So one of our
classes
members on our
understand
Facebook
the
Live
Yeah,
asked,
but
"Are you
that's-
guys willing to
right.
hold classes when you get into office to understand the contract?" And absolutely, I would definitely do that because it's a lot of stuff in the contract that is very hard to understand, even for us. But we still break it down in layman's terms. Joe Esposito, he's very good. He's very, very good with understanding the contract, and we can break this down for people.
You know what? Joe Exposito knows the contract
In
very
and
well.
out, in and out.
Very
He quotes it very well, and
Hey,
I give him props for that.
Hey, no, man, we can't change any healthcare packages. The contract won't be renegotiated until 2023.
Yes.
And healthcare is in the master.
Yeah.
Yep.
So that's,
You
that-
keep, hey, I know what you're doing, man. You keep getting us confused with the other guys, man. You gotta cut that out, man. Use that team care to get some more prescription for them glasses, man. Nah, but
Yeah, you're right. Now is this power.
Yeah, so
The more the members know,
the
the
better
more we
for
grow.
everybody.
And we're not gonna just say, hey, we're gonna hold it. We're gonna hold it and actually tell people we're holding it. I mean, that's the thing about it. Like, if you have something, you're gonna do something. It's
Right,
gonna
you
be
need to let people
educated for
know.
people.
Exactly.
You gotta
Right.
let the people know. So we'll be out there. I mean, I'm doing flyers now, right now, because I'm a member running.
Yeah, we're
Yes.
still going to do the same thing. You know,
And we're gonna do it even better.
We have to get more people involved in what we're trying to do because the goal is not just. I mean, it's not just about getting Shannon and them out of office. Like I said, I keep saying it. The ultimate reality is we have to stop UPS from doing what they've been doing.
Absolutely.
It has really nothing to do with who's in office. Unfortunately, the reason why UPS continues to do what they've been doing is because of who we have in office. So we do need to make a change there. And also, this is in the not so distant future, 2021. You guys know what's happening. The IBT general election. You seen what happened in 2016. We don't want to go through that again. We can't. And the one thing, Clarence, I was thinking about this. We take this outside of this union. Just as a man, just as a person who's supposed to, lead people. You don't have to be a man. Now, if my people that's under me, if they want to go and fight, I'm gonna prepare them for the fight. I'm gonna give them all the tools they need to win.
Yeah.
Now look at what these jokers did in the 2016.
They couldn't
convention.
answer. They couldn't answer none of the questions.
They
None.
did nothing for it. First they try to sabotage us from going. Then we get out there. They say, "Yo, this is what y'all need to do. This is what's going to happen."
You know what? They didn't prepare us at
all, Clarence.
They didn't
And that's what
prepare
I'm
us at
saying.
all.
Now, if your members want this to happen, not just the people that's going, but everybody that voted for him said, "Yo, we need you to go out there and stand against Hopper." You would think that they would get behind the members.
Yeah.
Yo, this is what y'all need to do when y'all get out there. This is what's going to happen. This is what's going to take. None of that happened. We went out there. Now, thank God, David Levin and TDU and all them guys out there that looked out for us.
Yeah.
Right? But that's supposed to be our leader's job.
Well,
No,
do
it's
you think
kinda-
they just wanted you to fail?
They did.
They did.
They was hoping that we would.
Because that story right there just shows me about somebody wanting you to fail and them sitting back waiting for it.
And so how can I keep voting for somebody just off that principle? You can say, "Oh man, they my friends," but what type of friend would send somebody out there
In the battle.
in the battle? Don't give them nothing. They want you to fail. They try to sabotage it. We had to call and call and call. We out there homeless almost.
You know what? We were actually prepared to sleep in the hallway. We wasn't leaving.
We weren't going nowhere.
We were prepared
We
to
wasn't
sleep
going
in the hallway if we had to.
And they didn't even care.
Because that's a casino, so it was open 24 hours.
You'll be getting woken up.
But the thing about it is, and now,
It actually we wouldn't, because on the last day, the convention was over. We had to check out at 11. They booked our flight for 10:30 that night, so we sat in the hallway anyway for
right.
about 10 hours.
The thing about it is, I would never forget that for what they did, because that was that was low, that was personal, it was political, and I would never forget that. I don't care what nobody says. Experience panel, you don't do that to people, because how would you feel if they sent they sent your wife, your daughter out there like that.
And they call and you ain't got nowhere to stay.
Right.
But it goes
You know
back
what
to
I'm
what
saying?
you
That's
said
crazy.
earlier. Goes back to what Roman said earlier. They fight for who they want to. So it's scary that if we don't get along, you're not going to fight for me.
Right.
You send 7 of your members or 6 of your members
Right.
to Las Vegas, 2,500 miles away, with no room, that's
And all we was doing to go fight for what the members wanted.
right.
Something they were supposed to go do, but they was too cowardly to do it.
And
So remember that in 2021, whoever's in office this term will be in office when this goes down. And you see what they do. Remember what Hoffa did. Remember what the IBT did to this vote. If we don't stand up and change the Constitution, it's going to keep happening. The guys in office right now will not do it. They already proved that.
2016 they didn't do it.
That's right. So you know they're not going to do it now. So you got to keep that in mind.
Scary.
So we get ready to short it down. So what you guys got before we close it down?
If you want better, vote better.
I just want to tell everybody that, I'll be hitting the gates whenever I can. I'm working just like, everybody else. So when I get the chance, I'm going to print out the paperwork and get it out there to everybody about our show we're doing on Monday. Just please, any questions, send them my way. Anybody, a friend request, everybody that's been doing that, I'm very, very, very blessed with everybody that's been coming up to me and basically giving me the more power I need to run forth. I mean, it's great. I'm getting no sleep. It's nuts.
You ain't gonna get no sleep,
but
man.
guess what? It's all worth it because it's for the members. It's for the members, and I love you guys. And I just hope you guys, your voices are heard by putting the pen to the paper.
All right, good people, we're going to get out of here. I just want you guys to know that we love you guys. We appreciate all the support. Don't forget this Monday, 106.5 WPPM, Labor Justice Radio. We got a show we're doing. And again, don't forget about we got a visual message that we're trying to send. If you can get it right, we got something for you. All right, so keep that in mind. Sunday is the Clemson Park trip that you guys paid for. The union is, sponsored it, so make sure you take care of that. Don't forget, if you got tickets, if you need some tickets, call 215-289-0580. Hopefully they got some. They didn't even really promote that either, but
You did.
Yeah.
How about that one?
We're gonna get out of here. We appreciate you guys. Don't forget, 6 weeks, 20 days to vote. During that time period, we need everybody to vote. Appreciate you. God bless. 623 Lives Matter. If you want better, vote better.